Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to the quickest, the sharpest, the easiest simple subject. Welcome to mathematics. Friends, in this video, we are going to talk about general purpose formulas and specific purpose formulas. Let us see what is meant by general purpose formula. Or we are okay, general purpose formulas and specific purpose formulas. I will write few formulas on the left hand side which are considered as general purpose. For example, first one is x plus a into x plus b. Okay, the formulas where all of the formula where all terms are positive are called as general purpose. Second one is a plus b bracket square. Third one is a plus b bracket cube. These are the general purpose formula. And specific purpose formula are a minus b bracket square, a square minus b square, and a cube, a minus b bracket cube. Okay. Friends, before continuing, let me tell you one thing very frankly. Nowhere in the textbook it is said that these formulas are general purpose or these formulas are specific purpose. These names purely I just gave based on my understanding. Okay, now let me tell you why these formulas are called as general purpose and why these formulas are called as specific purpose. See, with one example. Suppose a plus b square is one formula. A plus b square is the formula, which is nothing but a square plus b 2ab plus b square. Clear? And based on this, I can derive this formula a minus b square. Let us see how. If a plus b square is this, then a minus b square is equal to what? I hope till today you are very much familiar with how to replace the values in the formula. So in this case, at the place of a I will replace a, and at the place of b I have to replace minus b. So let's replace. At the place of a square plus, this plus is nothing but part of the formula, so I will write it as it is, plus 2 into a. Okay, 2 into a. At the place of a I have written a only, into b. At the place of b I have to write minus b. So 2 into a into minus b. Clear? Plus b square. At the place of b square I have to write minus b square. Clear up to this? Now let us solve it. So solution will be a square plus 2a, right, plus 2a into minus b, plus minus minus, so minus 2ab, right, plus minus b bracket square. What is the square of minus b? We know that square of any negative number is positive. Minus 5 into minus 5 is equals to plus 25, right? So minus x into minus x is equals to plus x square. Similarly, minus b into minus b square is equal to plus b square. So it will be plus, this plus is part of formula, and plus b square is the answer of this square. Clear? But again I have to remove the bracket. So this plus plus will turn out into plus only. So ultimately our answer is equals to plus b square. See friend, what happened? Automatically we derived the formula for a minus b square. Hence a minus b square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Okay, now what is the magic of this? The magic is you just have to remember very less formulas. If you remember only this one formula, you can automatically derive this one formula. Okay, most of the times it's difficult for few students to remember a lot of formulas because all of they are looking same, right? and formulas do not have any context or story. So they are looking same, only minor difference is there, and if that difference is missed, then student get confused. So in that case, this may be the useful approach to derive the specific purpose formula from general purpose formula. So it is possible to derive a specific purpose formula from general purpose formula, and the advantage of general purpose formula is you have to remember very less formulas. Let us see how. Suppose in the case of, let us see with the example of a plus b cube. Sorry, okay, a plus b cube. So a plus b cube is nothing but a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. Consider a student remember only this one formula because it is easier, all are plus plus, so it's easier to remember. That person remember only this one formula, okay? And in exam the formula which he has to use is a minus b bracket cube. Then how to deal with it? The person need to be expert in integers, right? So suppose he used his knowledge of integer and formula replacing technique. What will happen? At the place of a, he will just replace a, and at the place of b, he will just replace minus b. Let us see by replacing. A cube is equals to a cube. This plus will come as it is as part of the formula, plus 3 into a square. A is positive, so positive a square, into b. At the place of b, we have to replace minus b, so minus b. Clear? This plus will come as it is as part of formula, plus 3 into a. 3 into a is positive. At the place of b, we have to write minus b, means we have to find out square of minus b square, okay? And ultimately this plus also will come as part of formula, and at the place of b cube, we have to write minus b cube. Okay, up to this. Now what will happen? Now a cube, according to Bodmas, we will just keep on solving. A cube, okay, plus 3a square into minus b is equal to plus minus minus 3a square into b. Okay, up to this, plus 3a into square of minus b is equal to plus b square, so that is equals to plus b square, plus 3a into plus b square, plus minus b cube. Cube of any negative number is negative, so answer of this minus b cube is nothing but minus b cube. Clear? Once again, according to Bodmas, if we will keep on solving, it will be a cube as it is, minus 3a square b plus 3a into plus b square is equal to plus 3ab square. This plus minus will be minus, plus minus is minus in case of bracket removal, so that is equals to minus b cube. Hence we have derived the formula of a minus b cube, which is equals to a cube minus 3a square b plus 3ab square minus b cube. So what happened in this case? We don't have to remember this formula at all. So what is the advantage of general purpose formula? The advantage of general purpose formula is you do not have to remember lot of formulas. Clear? Just remembrance of very less formulae is useful. Did you understand the advantage of general purpose formula? Till we are using specific purpose formulas. This formula we have used as general purpose formula, but this formula, which is a general purpose formula, but we used it as a specific purpose formula. This formula also we never used it as general purpose formula, we directly used it as specific purpose. All of these formulas which was possible to use as general purpose, till we used it as specific purpose, right? So if all this task is possible, if we have to remember very less formulas, till why we are remembering all such formulas and why we are using these formulas are as a specific purpose? The answer is, In case of specific purpose formula, you need not to worry about these symbols while replacing values. Clear? In the case of specific purpose formula, you need not to worry about these symbols. Friends, for that, you just observe few videos of practice at 5.1 where we use this formula as general purpose formula. Okay, these second terms probably they were plus at few places and minus at few places. They were fractions at few places. So this formula we used as general purpose in practice at 5.1, and this formula we used as specific purpose in 5.2. Go through few videos of it. This formula we used as specific purpose in 5.3. Go through few videos of it, and you will come to know that the advantage of specific purpose formula. Based on this, we have solved all the practice at 5.3. The advantage of specific purpose formula is that we don't have to worry about these symbols. Okay, so both of these things have their own advantages. In the case of general purpose, you have to remember very less formulas, and in case of specific purpose, you need not to worry about symbols. Okay, so which one to use where? Clear? So here I have given you clearly that only this formula we are going to use at general purpose, and 1 2 3 4 5 all these formulas we are going to use as specific purpose. Why? Because the most important thing is these formulas are most oftenly used, nothing else. These formulas are most oftenly used till 10th standard. Hence, teachers and probably our Maharashtra State Board also, or all the people who are working in this mathematics industry, they expect students should learn this formula. Students should by heart this formula so that their time of deriving this formula at the place of exam hall will reduce. Nothing else. These formulas we have to use so often, hence we are using it as specific purpose formulas. These formulas are so oftenly used, hence we are using these as specific purpose formula. Now, why we are not using it as a specific purpose formula, and what about the formula of a plus b plus c bracket square? I will answer these two questions. Why we are not using this formula as specific purpose formula, and in which category this formula to put, in general purpose or specific purpose. I will answer these two questions in next video. So please stay tuned. Thank you very much for watching the video till the end. I hope you have understood concept explained in this video. You might have learned something new through this video. Friends, if you have liked the video, please hit the like button, and if you are new to the channel, please subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon. So every time I will upload a new video, you will get the notifications about it, and you will not miss any of the concept of this simple subject. Thank you very much.